Hello and welcome back to Scratch for Beginners. This is the second tutorial in the tutorial for the race car game. Right, so we'll pick up where we left off, and in this video I'm going to show you how to do the accelerating, reversing, turning left, turning right, just doing something called exceeding the reverse speed and exceeding the acceleration speed. We'll start off with acceleration, and that is this little block here. It's quite simple. Just go into the controls section and then get one of these. So and you choose your key basically. So when up arrow, key is pressed. Let me just go back into the variables section here, and it changes the speed of the car by 0.4. So we can see that working up here. If you press the green, you go up once and it goes to 0.4, you press up again, it goes to 0.8, and so on and so forth. I'll just stop that there and reset that. Yeah, so that's basically that section. The down arrow key is almost exactly the same. Get that from the controls, get that when this key is pressed, and then you just say down arrow. And it's exactly the same here. Back into the variables, change the speed, and this is the speed of the car, obviously, because these are the scripts. All this is the scripts for the car. Change the speed of the car by minus 0.4. And you see that working up here again. So if you press the down arrow key, minus 0.4, minus 0.8, etc., etc. There we are. Just reset that again. Okay. So next I'm going to show you how to do the turning left. So it's these two little blocks here, excuse me, and it is again back into the control section, and when such and such key is pressed, and you just choose left arrow, and then you go into motion for this. So you hit motion, so turning left here. And instead of having this whole degrees thing, we go into the operators here, which again are the ands, ors, nots, times, multiplications, equal to, less than, more than, etc. And we get the times one from here, and that gets slid in the back here. And then we get the speed variable from the variables section. Just drag that there from there and put speed in there. And then times 4. So this just means that the turning is now quite sensitive. I started off with it on 1.2 or 1.4 I think, and it wasn't actually sensitive enough, and it was making it very difficult to turn and make the corners. So the more you put it up, the more sensitive it gets, but obviously if you put it too high, then it'll just spin around on the spot in a circle, which is never good. So basically, yeah, when you hit the left arrow key, it turns left by the speed times 4 degrees, and that just turns the car, as we can see here. So if you move forward a little bit, and then turning is quite easy, as you can see, not too bad. And you can see the little blocks of code highlighting when I press the buttons involved. Ooh. And then we just hit there, reset that, and do that. Okay, and the right arrow is exactly the same, so that's no different. You just have this little right arrow, so this left arrow here, which again is in the motion section here. You can see those both there. Okay, right, now I'm going to tell you about something called the max speed exceeded. So this when I receive call here is here. So when I receive the max speed, the max speed we programmed earlier, here, where was this, sorry, yeah, somewhere around here. So, no, sorry, the max speed is in here, but we will show you this later. This is where we set up the max speed. Sorry about that. Yep, so when I receive the max speed exceeded, Then we go into variables and we set the speed, which is in this drop down here, to 3. So that just means if you go too fast when you're racing around and you exceed 7, which is the max speed, it basically stops you from. It just resets the speed back down to 3, which is a lot slower, which means you just over rev the engine effectively. And this here is exactly the same, just for the reverse. So when I receive reverse speed exceeded, which would be -7, then it sets the speed back to -3, which means you'll slow down, and I'll show you here. So if you go around the track a little bit, so we head around here like this, and keep going, and then we go around this corner here. You go around here, then if you go up to the max speed, it slows you straight back down, and this should say 3. So if you go like that, sends you back down to 3. So we stop there, reset that again. Okay, so yeah, that's all I wanted to show you in this video, and the next video we'll cover a few more bits and pieces. Okay, thank you.